Hello there and welcome back to another event of the Amateur Marble Association's inaugural tournament. Our 16 teams are rearing and ready to go for another day of exciting marble sports, looking for their first or perhaps second taste of glory. After our last event, we were left with a scoreboard topped by Whiteout, followed by Martian, Locust, and Ripple, all forming the top four, and while four other marbles were able to score a few points from making the semi-finals, the other 8 all were left scoreless. Will that change today? There's only one way to find out, and that'll be jumping right in to the Funnel Frenzy, our second event. In this event, our 16 marbles will be competing in heats of 4, attempting to make their way to the bottom of 4 funnels as slowly as possible. Contrary to a usual race where you want to get to the end as quickly as you can, in this race endurance and stamina pays off. With that all out of the way, we've got 4 marbles excited and ready to go. Kicking things off today, we have Typhoon, Locust, Whiteout, and Rosé, all looking to make their mark today. Whiteout, of course, coming off a win in the last event, and they're off. It looks like it's going to be Typhoon dropping to the inside quickly. That's not what you want to see, and Typhoon will be the first to drop through, followed by Rosé. Locust and Whiteout circling at the top, and it will be Locust who hangs on the longest in that top funnel. Typhoon, meanwhile, going to drop all the way to that third funnel, followed by Rosé, so the order will still stand. Locust doing a very nice job of holding on to that top spot. Doesn't want to give up an inch, and here we go. Rosé going to drop through with Typhoon, and the order is still staying firm. Can Locust hold on long enough, and can Rosé manage to box out long enough to stay alive? No, Rosé will drop through. Oh, and out of nowhere, Whiteout is going to overtake Locust, and Locust comes through in second. Locust will advance, but Whiteout going to take that victory. And we're seeing here in the replay just how strong of a lead Locust had. All the way to the end was in the lead, and even though Locust will move on, that nudge from Whiteout proving fatal, as Whiteout, coming off a win last event, will win again. Competing now in our second heat, we have Splatter, Honeycomb, Milky Way, and Mallard. What can they do? There they go, everyone out to a quick start. Oh, and not a good start there for Honeycomb, dropping through already. It's going to be Mallard and Splatter up the top. Oh, and now Mallard going to go through into third. Honeycomb, meanwhile, already finished. Clearly not a fan of funnel racing at all. And despite dropping into the second funnel first, it's going to be Milky Way who's suddenly in the lead. Splatter's early lead is gone, and while Splatter will hang on to second place for now, it's not a guarantee. Is Mallard going to be able to hang on long enough? No, Mallard will drop through, meaning Splatter and Milky Way will be moving on. Splatter dropping through now, and Milky Way will take out a win in the second heat. That's got to feel good after a strong performance last event as well. Looking through at the replay now, Honeycomb just unable to get any traction on that plastic funnel surface and slides around right to the bottom. Meanwhile, Milky Way does the opposite. Despite entering the second funnel first, Milky Way hangs on for a long time and pulls out the win. Moving into our third heat now, we have Rainforest, Ripple, Amber, and Macaw. Ripple, the only marble here to make the finals last time. Will that precedent continue? Here they go, one way to find out. It's race time, and it's going to be Rainforest dropping through, followed by Ripple, our previous finalist. Not looking as good. Oh, and we've got a situation up the top. Oh, wow. We have 2 marbles, Amber and Macaw, coming to a halt, and we are going to have to redo that. As they were in the first funnel, all is well and fair to call that a false start, and we will restart, and here we go. Rainforest and Ripple dropping through early again. Meanwhile, Macaw drops through, leaving Amber up the top. Oh, and despite coming in third into that second funnel, it's Macaw who drops through already. Rainforest, meanwhile, first to enter that is going to hang on to second as Ripple drops in third place. Amber still holding on to that lead very comfortably. A very solid race from Amber so far. Not at all shaken up by that incident. Meanwhile, McCaw can't say the same, as while McCaw does overtake Ripple, who finishes fourth, McCaw gonna drop through in third place, meaning Rainforest and Amber are the two marbles that will move on, and they're having a nice little jostle for position here that ends with Rainforest in second and Amber taking out first place. What started as a very close race at the start ended up becoming a blowout as Rainforest and Amber hang on for a long time. Look at that, Amber still in the third funnel when we got our first finisher. Moving into our last heat here, we have Paladin, Martian, Frostbite, and Spearmint. Two marbles will take up the final two spots in that semi-final round. And it's time to find out who that's going to be as our four marbles race ahead. Ooh, and a collision there sends Frostbite down quickly, followed by Paladin and Spearmint, leaving Martian currently at the top. Martian pulling out a second place finish in the last event. Already off to a great start. Can they continue? And Spearmint is going to drop through, leaving Paladin in second place. That's a big shift early on. And can Paladin make the most of it? Oh wow, Spearmint, who was looking great at the start, all the way in fourth now, about to finish, and Martian just extending that lead even further. There we go, Spearmint drops through, chokes a beautiful lead, and Frostbite will finish in third, leaving Paladin to move on, as well as Martian, who is going to take out this heat. That's got to feel disappointing for Spearmint, who is yet to score in this tournament and had a golden opportunity there, holding its own against Martian, only to drop through very quickly. We're now looking at the first round of the semi-finals: Paladin, Milky Way, Amber, and Locust. Who will take those first two spots in the finals? They're off now, and we're going to find out shortly. Paladin not looking good off the start, and Paladin will drop through, followed by Locust. Amber going to drop afterwards, leaving Milky Way at the top, and Milky Way looking very nice. Meanwhile, Paladin already dropping through, and Locust shortly following. So the order will stay the same as they enter the third funnel. Will anything change? And actually, it looks like it has, as Locust able to bump around Amber a bit. And now Amber's going to drop through. Locust, who was in third, actually looking at a chance of going back-to-back in making finals. Paladin going to drop through now, no chance of scoring any more points. Amber also going to drop through, so a very nice comeback there from Locust to take second place. Meanwhile, we just have an absolute field day there from Milky Way, who dominates this race from start to finish. Look at that performance, and Locust, meanwhile, able to overcome an early disadvantage by taking Amber out. The last race of these semi-finals is Rainforest, Whiteout, Martian, and Splatter. What will they be able to do? Everyone off to a quick start there, and it's looking like it's Martian dropping through first. Not a good start at all. Ooh, and Rainforest will also drop through once again. It's Whiteout who's putting up a dominant performance. Splatter currently in second, but Splatter and Rainforest looking neck and neck, and Rainforest will drop through just ahead of Splatter. Will we see another comeback like we saw with Locust? All the marbles going head to head now. There they go. They're both around that hole, and Rainforest is going to hang on. So at the moment, it's looking like Rainforest might be in a good spot as we have our first finisher in Martian. And there we go, Splatter dropping through, so a nice recovery by Rainforest. Meanwhile, we have absolutely no competition there for Whiteout, who doesn't waver one bit. Splatter did have a good start there, but Rainforest is going to be able to hold on, and Rainforest and Whiteout will advance into our final race here, where they will compete alongside Locust and Milky Way. The anticipation in this stadium is building. What will they do? Here they go. Everyone off to a very nice looking start, bunching up a lot of collisions, and it's going to be Rainforest, followed by Whiteout dropping through. Locust up top in the lead. Whiteout has been dominant this entire day, and now when it matters most, Whiteout almost going to drop through first there. No, Whiteout will box out against Rainforest enough, and Milky Way takes the lead off Locust. Locust had a very nice race last race, and yet looking a bit shaky here. Who will drop through into that final funnel between Milky Way and Locust will take back the lead. This is such a great back and forth as Locust takes back the lead from Milky Way, and it's going to be Rainforest dropping through in fourth, followed by Whiteout after a first place finish. Locust going head to head here, and Milky Way drops through first, so Locust will take out the first place in this event. An amazing effort coming off a third place finish last race, and look at this, Locust off to a quick start, only for Milky Way to fight back, and then it's just barely going to be Locust who takes it away in the end. What an exciting race we had there. And let's see what that does to the leaderboard. Locust moving up into first place alongside Whiteout. Meanwhile, Milky Way able to move up to third with Martian. Rainforest picking up some more points is going to go into fifth, while Ripple doesn't score this time, still sitting in sixth. And Typhoon, Rose, Paladin, Amber, Splatter all with 2 points. The rest of the competition yet to put any points up on the board. So that's going to do it for another event in the Amateur Marble Association. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I hope you stay tuned for what we have coming soon. For a full breakdown of all the scores from the first two events, check the pinned comment and the description. Otherwise, that's all we've got for this video. Good night.